So, I watched Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
I gotta say, it was pretty good. I liked it a lot.
I'm surprised, honestly.
I liked it a lot. It basically, I've put it, like, if I had to grade it, I would say it's a solid B+, like a solid 89.
Nice.
It is the second best film since Endgame.
Really?
Right behind Guardians 3. And, like, the entire time I was watching, I was like, yeah, this is just, like, Diet Guardians 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I like the same, the same, like, emotional resonance.
Oh,
like,
without a doubt. Like, the entire thing is, like, because the main villain is Sentry, who's basically the Superman of the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
And, like, they just beat him with empathy.
Shit.
Because, like, the whole thing with Sentry is that he has, in the books, it's DID, and they got rid of that because, you know, that was fucking problematic 60s shit. And so they just make it bipolar depression. And, like, basically the whole, how they beat him is just, like, saying, hey,
it's okay.
You're not alone. You don't need to go through this alone. It's okay to feel this way. You know, and stuff like that.
Yeah, they just, like, give actual, like, therapy.
Yes.
Right? Like,
and along with that, like, the entire time, like, basically, the team is just, everyone on the team wants to kill themselves.
yeah, I'd imagine, because, like, let's just go through. So, it's from Bucky, who's, like, shit's dust, and, you know, has been, I mean, they must really suck to be Bucky, because it's like, alright, so let's see here. For one, Falcon got the shield, right? They're kind of taking up the mantle and, like, doing all that. Right, and then Cap got to, like, live and be old, and then you know, do everything. Maybe he stopped 9/11 in another timeline. I love that fan theory so much; it's so dumb. Right, and like whatever else he did, I'm here.
Not to mention the PTSD of being a serial killer,
being a serial killer and like a soldier of war. It's you're just there. Even though, but he's still in Wakanda, so he's good now. Yeah. So he's just still like that now. Who else is on that team?
Then Yelena,
yep,
who basically is
Black Widow. So
Widow, like basically put through all the Black Widow stuff, but never given the redemption of Black Widow.
Yeah. So like, again, more PTSD and like,
Walker, who basically had it. Like, I'm gonna say it. I would have never thought Walker would be a character I liked.
Really, Walker was
the U.S. agent. The fake Captain America.
And, the fake guy. Yeah, the one who bashed someone in the brain.
Yeah. I never thought I would have liked him. But oh my gosh. He's great in it.
Is it like is it, how do they play his character, I suppose? Because like, I feel like in Falcon
very Peacemaker.
Very Peacemaker? Okay.
Imagine Peacemaker, but less himbo and more Crayon Eater.
That's a very fun description.
Yes. And, like, it makes sense.
Yeah, I can 100% see that. Because in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, he's very much a crayon eater. Yes. Like, you're just kind of be like, hey, I'm new Captain America. And then...
They still have that, but, like, in a very Peacemaker kind of way. And it's, like, how he bounces off of, like, with the other ones, they're like, I'm a real soldier. And it's like, weren't you... Didn't you get fired from being Captain America?
Did you get fired or replaced by another guy? No.
And like his whole arc is literally like him dealing with the fact that whole action completely ruined his life. Like it's what tore like in it. His main motivation on why he's still doing this vigilante work is to make it up to his now ex-wife and like feel like he's worthy enough to be a dad for his kid.
Yeah, that's a very nice arc because like. Of any Marvel TV show, the hardest shot was very much him bludgeoning that guy to death, and then standing there with the shield all bloody. Like I'm gonna be honest, when I saw it, I was like, oh damn, that was like pretty good. Like the early MCU shows had such promise. Yeah, and then eventually, like I slowly stopped watching them because every time I feel like I would just like zone out and I zone back in. I was like, oh, damn, nothing's going on. Because like early WandaVision was really promising, and the same thing with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, where it had its moments, but at the end I was just like, damn, shit. But the Thunderbolts.
Admittedly, Ghost was pretty sidelined, but she was still great in it. Okay. She just wasn't doing a lot.
The face, right?
And then Red Guardian was amazing because like his entire thing was just that he was the only like optimist in the group.
Really?
Because he's basically because similar to Bucky, he's basically had the exact same situation, just as a KGB soldier and stuff. But he's stayed optimistic because he's like, I get to be an anti-hero, which means I get to be a hero. And like that was kind of like his whole like motivation is that like I get to be good.
Yeah, that's a very fun spin on it there. Where it's just like, hey, here's a hero.
Yeah. God, there's this one scene. Okay, now we have to get into spoiler territory.
Well, you should have seen this coming, audience.
Yeah. Also, are you cool with spoilers?
Yeah, sure. I'm fine with it.
Such a funny scene. So, big old piece of debris is about to fall on a kid. Red Guardian, like, basically, like, not tackles, but, like, bear hugs the girl, so the rock falls on him because he's indestructible. Yeah. He's like, I got you. You're safe. Everyone's applauding. And then Sentry just blips her out of existence.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Now I want to go see this movie.
I know, it's so good. And like the humor in it isn't like forced MCU humor.
It clearly sounds depraved as shit.
It's no, it's very like it's a type of humor that like a bunch of friends who met in like a support group would make.
Oh, that's
like it's that type of humor.
That's very on theme too, because like like you said, there's clearly a lot of depressed people running around in this movie.
Like there's this one line where when they first meet Sentry, before Sentry even knows he has powers, Walker keeps being like, "Shut up, civilian! Get out of the way, civilian!" In which Bob turns to you and he's like, "That's Captain America now."
Oh my goodness! When is that coming to Disney Plus?
I don't know.
You have a computer. I'm the only one here without a gun, dude. Because that's the thing is that this sounds really good. Still, I'm like, I could wait. You know?
When is it coming to streaming? It'll be mid-August.
Mid-August? Oh, that's soon. That's soon, fellas. But,
let's see, another great line. Once again, this is just Sentry. Because Sentry was great in the entire thing. Because imagine if, like, Homelander wasn't a cartoon.
Yeah, when there wasn't this, character.
Like, wasn't so over-the-top evil. Like, because that's basically what Sentry is. Like, he has, like, the same power level and, is just as unstable as Homelander, but, like, in a far more human and logical way.
Yeah. I mean, how was... Because I don't know, like, the backstory of Sentry, right? Like, did they have, like, I guess, a normal childhood? Because I could...
No, he was raised by an abusive dad and a heroin addict mom, and which then led to him being a drug abuser growing up, and So, basically, he signed up for this experiment that made him Sentry because he just needed money.
Yeah.
God, there's this one scene, because basically what Sentry does when he blips people in his Void is like his depressive mode.
Yeah.
It basically just kind of sends them to a pocket dimension where they are stuck living their worst moments over and over.
Ooh, hate to see it.
Including him. Like, he's also in there when, like, the Void's taken over. And, like, basically the whole end scene is them actively fighting through all the dark versions of himself, like, all his darker memories, while he's actively, like, dealing with, his own personal trauma. Well, there's this one thing where, just, like, he's talking, like, they're all talking about, like, their traumatic moments, and he talks about, one time I was a sign spinner and a chicken costume on meth. And guess what? They have to fight.
Chicken spinner on that. Oh my goodness. How did this movie come out to be good?
Yeah, no, my only complaint, visually it's so boring.
It's a bit bland.
Yeah, no, and like that very much so fits with the theme of it being a very bleak and depressed. But it just like it was very boring to watch. Like I was held because but like I feel like that complimented the characters for being so interesting. Because, like, visually it was doing nothing, but, like, I was still fully had my attention just because of, like, how much I cared about these characters.
Yeah, that's surprising because didn't the people who made Everything Everywhere All at Once, like, work on this movie? A lot of
they did the fight choreography, which the fight choreography is amazing.
That's finally good to hear. That took them long enough. Well... No, I couldn't. I was like, well, they have an MCU with good fight choreography. That's not Guardians of the Galaxy.
I mean, the only nice thing I could say, like, there's really only one nice thing I could even say about the new Captain America, and there's a dogfight scene.
Like when you say dogfight, do you mean two dogs fighting each other?
No, I mean World War II plane fight.
Yeah. I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
We should watch JoJo's before this. So, you never know when you might pull out more dog shenanigans.
But no, because, like, the main villain is the leader. So, like, he makes two fighter pilots go crazy. And then it's Falcon. So it's, like, two fighter pilots and then Falcon. And, like, that was a cool dogfight thing.
And then, wasn't the only time he uses, like, wings? Or, like, for some reason.
Yep.
Why? That's his, like, main fucking superpower. Oh, your powers are flight, and you have a metal plate that's really good at doing metal plate stuff.
Yeah, that was literally like in your last big thing, heavily upgraded to be like to basically like absorb energy and release it as a weapon.
Yeah,
which
you got this major buff. And what do you do with it?
Nothing. Yeah.
All right, one scene. One scene in my movie.
Did they mention Falcon or like any other parts of the MCU in Thunderbolts, by the way?
Yes. So basically, only in the post-credit scene.
Okay.
So actually, there's a few setups. One, it's mentioned exclusively in Cap 4, and then is brought relevant in this. But basically, Bucky is a senator, and that's kind of how he gets this team kind of going. And stuff.
Senator, like of the United States.
Yes.
Like what?
He is a United States senator, and he hates it. He hates it so much. He's so...
How? What?
I don't know.
How did he get elected? I am an 120-year-old war vet
who was a serial killer for the majority of it.
For the fucking KGB. Please vote for me. I was a literal communist war machine. Vote for me.
I was a literal sleeper agent.
You know what? If he was running blue, I'd vote for him.
Yeah. No, he was.
So, wait, they explicitly confirmed he was like running.
Yeah.
Huh. I wouldn't expect them to dare to get that political.
But that happened, and basically the entire thing.
That happened. Yeah.
Like the whole thing with Bucky and why he gets back into action is because Valentina, who was the girl at the end of Falcon and Winter Soldier and Black Widow, kind of setting up this anti-hero assassin group. She's also the head of the CIA. And she was basically being like fired and like heavily on trial for the Century Project, which was experimenting on people.
Yeah.
And which basically the movie starts like the team meeting because she gets all of her. Like, she's trying to destroy all evidence, including her assassins. So she gets them all in this one room, and that she's going to fully incinerate. Which does lead to Taskmaster was in it.
Yeah.
Taskmaster was in it for about 2 minutes.
Did he die immediately?
Yep, she died immediately.
Yeah. That's so good.
Basically during it starts with like they all meet in this giant fight in like this basically super oven that was gonna destroy all the evidence, including them. In which like there's it's such a cool fight in which Walker just unloads a clip into her. And that's it.
That's such a good punctuation to like just kind of that era of the MCU.
Yeah.
Which also like hearing how good this movie is getting me excited for Fantastic Four because
so actually that's the end credit scene in which basically it ends with the movie ends with them being officially called the New Avengers. That's why there's the asterisk behind Thunderbolts. Yeah, because the asterisk is the New Avengers.
Yeah.
So the end credit scene is there's two. The first one is a really funny ad Red Guardian's doing.
For one,
Wheaties. He's like, it's really funny because like that was a big thing in Black Widow where it's talking about like how superheroes got to be on the Wheaties boxes and stuff.
Wouldn't you know?
And but then the other part is basically the gang hanging out in Avengers Tower, which is now back. In which they're all basically complaining about how it's not fair that Sam's team is suing them to be the real Avengers.
Guess me, yeah.
Yeah, and then ending with a computer alert saying a multiversal breach has happened, showing the Fantastic Four ship crashing into Earth.
Ooh, okay. So
that was a fun end credit scene.
That's the top. Okay, so that confirms that the Fantastic Four are showing up like
14 months after the events of Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
In which they said that Bob has not entered Sentry mode during the entire 14 months. Because he knows whenever he does that, it also activates Void.
Yeah.
This is important because Secret Wars is like the next big event.
Yeah.
In which Secret Wars in the comics, there's an entire correct me if I'm wrong in the comments or whatever, but like there's a huge arc in like the Secret Wars event all about basically the Avengers needing to break into the raft because they need Sentry because they need their break in case of emergency person, which is Sentry.
Yeah.
Because Sentry, how his powers work is he has the same reality warping as Wanda, only how he imagines his powers is to be the Superman-like character. Yeah. So that's how they manifest.
Unlike Red, which is Scarlet Witch's powers.
Yeah.
I struggle to think of a more accurate description of her powers, but I can get into.
But no, really, he's just Superman with telekinesis.
Yeah, but I was about to get into fucking how the multiverse of madness just like fails at like explaining any of the magic. Yeah, but that's typical for MCU. But like at least with that, it's like hey, it's Superman telekinesis, and you go boop. And
and then like when he loses control, it's just like he becomes the nothingness. Yeah, in which he nothings things. Yeah. And then he nothings all over it.
I hate it when I save a little girl from a big bubble and the fucking guy shows up and just instantly.
Yeah. But there is this really great scene where like basically Valentina, after finding out Sentry's a success, is like, hey, I'm right. That means I can't get fired now. And she gets Sentry, and like they do the classic Marvel thing of this suit's dumb, ha ha ha. Even though not really, because he likes the suit. He just doesn't like that she makes him dye his hair. But basically, there's this big fight between like that gang and him, in which basically he just kind of stands there while they all hit him.
He's just kind of chilling there.
Yeah, and like every now and then, like telekinetically push him across the room, and then just like okay, I'm bored. You guys can leave, and like they do run. And Michelle's like, why aren't you killing them? It's like because they're not threats to me. Why would I? If they're not, I'm not gonna hurt them. They're my friends, and they're not threats. So I'll let them leave. Yeah. And Valentina's like, no, you need to kill them. You need to kill them right now. He's like, why am I listening to you? You've told me several times that I am stronger than the entire team of Avengers, which has at least one god, which means I'm stronger than a god. Why am I listening to you?
So checkmate, atheist. I'm stronger than God, okay?
Yeah.
Fuck you. That'd be such a fun power to have. Be like, fuck you, you go into time now. Fuck.
Basically, that's what he does.
Y'all don't know what that means.
That's a reference to one of our games.
So I'm not cutting it because we explained it.
Yeah.
Haha. Now I have to do less editing.
But no, Thunderbolts was really good, and it gives me hope for Fantastic Four.
That is very good to hear. Because honestly, going into it, like seeing some of the trailers, I was like, this is. Like I'm not. Oh, here we go again, another MCU thing. Because
I thought there was no needle drops.
Yeah,
I mean that in like a good way.
Yeah, like there was no, like Guardians.
Guardians does the needle drops well because James Gunn knows how to do needle drops.
Yeah,
and then everyone else in the MCU was like, "What if we did that?
What if we started playing the music?" Oh, it's just like in my campaigns, how everyone starts bringing around a speaker system. Funny.
I mean, I was doing that before.
I mean, were you bringing the speaker down there?
No, but that's just because my laptop speaker broke.
Sure, but we can't discuss this in the podcast. Yeah. You're gonna have to listen, this Patreon content. That's right. We're not starting Patreon yet. We could, but like we wouldn't have anyone yet. But we could. Do you want to plan the Patreon?
I don't know what we would even offer.
I mean, aside from just like releasing the full episodes, which is. It's certainly a very interesting thing to hear. As you just hear our unmitigated, like, I cut these down, I cut out dead air. I make sure this shit sounds good. But dude, unmitigated us, where you get to just, that'd be actually fun to be like, hey patrons, what information do you know just based on the of our campaigns and other shit we cut out, just based on the raw footage that we throw?
Make them conspiracy board it.
Yeah, hey, if you listen to this podcast, you should share with friends so we can get more popular. So we can, you should share it around on social media and the Creepcast subreddit. Do you ever end up sharing?
I put it on the group chat, but I'm not sure the subreddit.
Yeah, and I probably would get instantly nuked anyway because of fucking how Reddit works. Also, I actually did hear that they got new mods for that subreddit and they started moderating it, so that's good.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah.
Because of some people.
Yeah. They banned AI and MPreg art.
So those are in the same category for those people.
Yeah.
But circling back to what we were talking about with the MCU.
Yes.
Who knows? All that section might be cut.
Yeah.
That might be cool. But Fantastic Four, looking forward to. Cause
yes, that's another thing with the trailer, like the most recent trailer, is I'm so glad that they're making the Fantastic Four optimistic.
Yeah.
Like, I was so happy to see, like, the Thing not being treated like a freak.
Yeah.
Because, like, in all the film adaptations, like, everyone hates the Thing because he looks different. No, like, the trailer starts with, like, a bunch of kids filming, like, thank you, Thing, and, like toys of the Thing being sold, and, like, yes! Because, like, the Thing is, like, a huge staple of the community. Like, he's the guy who saves cats from trees.
Yeah. It's also... Your real question will be like, hey, here's like the most Jewish like superhero I think ever.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, freak.
I mean, that's what they've been doing. Like to the point where, like, literally in the 2015 movie, he's living in exile.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of any like tasteful joke. It never ends, but.
So instead of trying to make a tasteful joke about that very bad interpretation, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite Things comics, which is on the 13th anniversary of the Fantastic Four. They did a bar mitzvah, like basically the Thing got his second bar mitzvah.
I've never seen it. Yeah.
And I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that was a very nice comic.
I also like how it's canon that the Thing will hang out with villains. For one time, and it's because every month he hosts a poker game, and he just kind of invites anyone. It's a first come, first serve, first 5 people to join.
Hey, anyone's invited.
Usually, the people who always have dibs are Wolverine and Gambit, but like they're usually always there. Other than that, it's fair game.
Who knows? Galactus?
Spider-Man will only show up if he needs cash.
Yep.
Another fun Spider-Man fact, he'd still intentionally go to, like, Spider-Man trivia nights if he needs cash.
You know what? That's hilarious, because that's something that Tobey Maguire basically did. Because he would cheat at poker, and, like, we've read this up before. Like, he would cheat at poker, and he got, like, blacklisted.
Yeah, he never got blacklisted from Hollywood, because he would cheat at poker.
Which is such a funny thing, because, like... Why? You don't need to cheat at celebrity poker.
Yeah, like, Peter Parker needs to cheat at, like, trivia nights because he's canonically a broke bitch.
Broke-ass bitch who's out here slinging pizza for the common folk. Yeah. But, like, Tobey Maguire, that guy's rolling.
He was in Great Gatsby.
Great Gatsby. He was on SNL, and he was the Spider-Man. He was Spider-Man. Yeah. Those movies were documentaries, and fucking Sam Raimi just kind of followed him around.
This is a canon story. That, so the Sam Raimi movies are canon in the normal Marvel 616 universe. Yep. Because Spider-Man, since he keeps his identity private, the IP of Spider-Man is public domain. In the Marvel universe, since his identity is fully secretive. So there was a time where, like, he saw Doc Ock, and, like, he was actually just Alfred Molina, so he shows up to the set and starts beating the shit out of Alfred Molina.
Beating the fuck out of him. Boom, 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 boom. He almost kills this normal man.
No, everyone's freaking out. And, like, he goes to court with Daredevil as his lawyer and loses because he refuses to reveal his identity. Like, hey, if you make your identity public and, like, file up for copyright, you'll get paid for this. He's like, but no.
Well, also, you just get off scot-free for beating up a random guy.
Yeah, he did also get in trouble for beating up Alfred Molina. But also, they did just use that footage. They used that footage.
They started going, well, we're not going to use it.
I mean, he has a suit and everything.
It's perfect. I mean, what's not to love?
Yeah.
That'd be such a funny plot point for movie pitch, right? It's about a movie director who makes superhero movies, but in the MCU, right? So, like, does the same thing where, like, it's the public domain for, like, Captain America and all that.
I mean, but the Avengers, they do all have registers that do make them. So it'd have to probably be, like, Miss Marvel, Spider-Man, and stuff
more
like
the miscellaneous ones. But the heroes and villains keep showing up, mistaking them for other people, and it's one, like, ongoing case where they keep being like, Spider-Man showed up again. And he almost, like, killed fucking Willem Dafoe this time. Like, he went too far. And Willem Dafoe, he put up a good fight, but he did goof himself. It was a self-fulfilling prophecy. He was given a hover glider, and he did impale himself with it again. And then the other day, I was just trying to film we were trying to film the new Fantastic Four movie, and you're never going to guess what happened. All right, Galactus.
The Mole Man.
We went very up. Galactus and the Mole Man teamed up to fight them, but it was just the actors, so they instantly got obliterated. Mostly by the Mole Man, honestly.
I mean, Galactus can't do anything. He's too big.
He just gotta hover his hand above the set, like, ooh, I'm gonna crush you, ooh, I'm gonna squish you. But then, ooh, I'm gonna get you.
Galactus, stop! You're ruining the tides.
Stop! There's no sun in this shot. Like, we're not gonna be able to see anything. Ooh.
When Galactus shows up to Earth, how will the trout population recover? Like, no one ever talked to that, but he gets moon distance, which means
he's a larger than fucking Jupiter-sized entity. The entirety population of the ocean is dead. Anywhere that is high up is probably shaking because of his just presence.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so there's another Spider-Man comic where basically. It's Ultimate Spider-Man, and it's the first time Kraven shows up before Kraven gets his version of the Super Soldier Serum, and he shows hey, basically just like a TV show guy where a Crocodile Dundee, and he shows up to Spider-Man, and while Spider-Man's actually fighting Sandman, this super serious fight, and then Kraven shows up and he has a knife, and Spider-Man looks at him hold on, and throws him through Sandman and knocks him out instantly, and then goes back to fighting Sandman.
That's so good. I love it when they're just fuck you, and they use a guy it
was just the Indiana Jones scene. It was literally just the Indiana Jones scene.
The disrespect of any character. It's like in Invincible when Mark was arguing with the Guardians of the Globe in the comics, and he just picks up the Immortal and uses him to baseball bat the rest of the Guardians of the Globe. Sends Samson and Shapesmith flying across the room. It's that panel.
I'm so excited for that to be animated.
I don't know if it will be. Pull up the comic panel because I'm not entirely sure when. Just type in Invincible uses the Immortal to beat up the rest of the Guardians of the Globe. But he just picks him up by the head and just. Brrr. I'm so sad they nerfed the Immortal in Invincible. He did more damage to Omni-Man than literally anything Cecil.
Yeah. No, this one.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not loading.
Immortal baseball bat comic. Google that.
I can't get a big one, but oh well. I see it. Yeah.
We all know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Google Immortal baseball bat comic Invincible. You'll see.
You'll see it.
You'll get a good look at that bad boy. Let's talk about Invisible now.
Yeah. I don't really know what to say.
I don't know. Is this a pretty good show?
Yeah.
The fact that the community has lost their mind, immediately, was pretty. Actually,
it took Arkham 3 years. It basically took when Gotham Knights came out for Gotham Knights to be announced for us to go crazy. Okay.
And took the Invincible fandom 1 week. That's such an interesting thing to look at in subreddits and communities. How long until these people just break?
Because the Arkham, it was all of us having hope for a new game. Kevin Conroy passes away. Okay, maybe they can still do something because Arkham Origins had a different voice actor.
Yeah.
So maybe we can do something. And then they announced Gotham Knights. And we all just give up. We all just quit.
We all just packed it up, went home. There's nothing left for us. We're all in Arkham now, and
we're all
crazy.
in the asylum.
We're all in the asylum. This is our final obituary.
The only good thing that's been coming out of this is the Adam Eve BBW art and the Femvincible art. That's
Slow
it.
down. I've seen sadly too much of the first one, not enough of the second one.
I have so much Femvincible art.
Well, come on.
Okay, let me grab my phone.
This is the part of the podcast where we just kind of look at porn for a few minutes, and we don't say anything, and it's a totally silent podcast. I love this show. It's so bad.
This is our show. This is just our soapbox.
This is our what is our point? We don't know. We're both standing on a soapbox. It's incredibly crowded.
We could just have a conversation off mic, but we're too busy watching TV.
Too busy. Yeah, that's the thing. Is that we could like. I mean, that's the crazy thing is this podcast originally was, hey, we're aliens, we're answering questions about Earth, but then, actually we did get questions recently, and we could answer them on this episode.
I could. Fuck, I have too many puppy girl memes. And One Piece memes.
I see. Yeah. Just going through your Reddit saved.
Yes, because I saved most of them for reasons. Oh yeah, wait. First, I have a question. Alrighty, who's winning? Grug? From the hit 2013 movie Croods, could he single-handedly beat all Viltrumites?
Oh yeah, easily.
I mean, did you see how fast he ran?
Did you see how fast he ran? Did you see how he got fucking obliterated by a boulder at the end of that movie and then came out just fine?
Also,
somehow. Dang it, Bobby. Amazing Grace. Oh, sweet. But the Donald from Invincible, there's a meme where he died, and the Hank Hill from the show, because Donald is just pretty much grown up Bobby Hill, where he's dang it, Bobby. And Cecil
this is one from Invincible.
All right.
Amazing Grace, how sweet. This one I think you would like. It's Creepcast related.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It's making fun of Carrie. Go. We can talk about Papa Me and his sins against was it Scary Carrie?
Here's all of them.
Ooh, I need you to link me that post. Oh, OK Buddy Viltrum, that's where it's from. I haven't actually seen that subreddit. I will need to investigate for reasons. Oh wait, yeah, Spawn. I completely forgot they were supposed to be in the Invincible War.
Yeah.
Okay, I've gotten the point. It's not time for horny on Main right now. Right?
It is not. It is indeed not.
Unless, would we be so daring? We already had an episode saying that we promise this isn't fetish content.
We also had another one called Land of the Goon.
I love it. Oh, that'd be a fun episode to do for like our 30th episode, 50th, some milestone or whatever. Yeah. It's just going back and reviewing each of the episodes and being like, what do we think of this one? Like episode 1, you can definitely tell both of us were on edge the entire time.
Oh yeah.
There's not a single moment where there's not a moment like this where we're just kind of talking.
Yeah.
But in a credence that implies we're recording a podcast, which is a wacky thing because normally I'd be like, did you hear about Conquest? He's gay now. It's really weird, but he's still.
They call me Head and Shoulders. I just let it scab over.
God, I'm getting flashbacks to the Papa Meat.
Yeah, the Meat Canyon.
Yeah.
I'm so lonely.
I don't believe in wiping. I just let it crust over. Yeah, Papa Meat, you certainly know how to scare the shit out of us, I guess.
Yeah, I will say that doesn't. When are they talking about Invincible on the podcast?
Huh?
When are they talking about Invincible on the podcast?
Has Isaiah seen it is the question, I
guess. Fair. I mean, Isaiah's talked about a lot of stuff Hunter's never seen.
Yeah, but that doesn't always like lead them to discuss. Yeah. And normally it's like a creepcast they're about to cover. But for
the Fallout bit?
Fallout? Well, yeah, but Isaiah. Well, look, it's Fallout New Vegas. You can't blame it for that. Yeah. Peak.
They
fiction.
have sledgehammers.
Dear God. I love I sent the
yeah.
But dear God. And there's just a bunch of fucking death claws out there.
Sledgehammers.
In the Fallout TV show, if them death claws aren't wielding sledgehammers, what are we even doing here? Hey, the video's still up.
Yeah.
So they
not only that, but like Creeps McPasta has reposted his copy.
It's safe. The death claws aren't actually there.
Yes.
They don't actually have sledgehammers.
The ecosystem is coming back.
The Mojave is healing. Oh, would you look at that? It's the tunnelers. Do you know about the tunnelers?
No.
Do you want to know about them? They're just kind of like they're an enemy in Lonesome Road.
Yeah.
In which basically, they try and like hype them up, but first you enter a tunnel. Right, a collapse like
no way.
Street tunnel, yeah. You enter a tunnel, right? And there's a death claw. And it runs away, runs off or whatever, right? For some reason doesn't attack you. And then you hear a bunch of tunnel noises. And you come back, the death claw's in pieces. They're trying to give them clout with being like, hey, these fucking tunnelers, Better than Deathclaw.
You know who else beat a Deathclaw? The Sole Survivor.
Yeah.
First mission.
Pretty much, yeah. But is it Soul Survivor? Actually, that'd be a fun thing. Let's rank all of the Fallout protagonists.
Yeah.
So for one, the Vault Dweller, Fallout 1. He's fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm immediately saying 76 is the strongest.
Yeah.
Just because you're built to get mutations.
Yeah.
Like, you're rewarded for mutations.
Well, you know, I mean, I
don't really feel that counts.
Yeah, I feel like it's hard to gauge it because like Fallout 76 is not. It's not a narrative Fallout game.
It is now.
It is now, really.
Yeah.
Did they have like a campaign or?
Yes. Yeah.
Huh. I still got other Fallout games to play. I still got to finish out 3. And
I personally, though, do prefer just playing 76 as Minecraft, but with Minecraft with guns.
Minecraft with guns.
Yeah, just Minecraft with guns.
Oh, this Minecraft guns mod is really out of control today, huh?
Shit. I keep getting attacked by this weird-ass frog thing.
Yeah, what the fuck? Oh, is that another Mirelurk queen? I'm gonna fucking get my sawed-off shotgun. Fucking boom, boom, boom. I loved how when you first saw the Lake Lurks in Fallout New Vegas, you went, "Those are fucking Mirelurks."
Yeah, because they aren't.
They aren't. Look, I had never seen a fucking Mirelurk before.
I've never seen a Lake Lurk.
You've never seen this only makes sense if you played both the Fallout games.
Yeah,
but like, you know,
what the fuck? Lake Lurks have lasers.
No, they're like psychic damage.
I imagine they're more like eel EMPs.
Kinda, yeah, but they're explicitly like stated in the game as mind crush.
That's
and,
fucking stupid. Fish don't have psychic powers.
These fish do. Thank you very much. And they do so much damage because they just ignore all armor and they scale with your level. Fucking bullshit. Yeah. Tell you that much. But I think still the strongest.
Shit! I just opened up to a random page in the Fallout Cookbook, and it's Mirelurk legs.
Oh shit! Would you look at that? Yeah, we do have the Fallout Cookbook on hand. Welcome to.
I do. No, it's so good.
Welcome to the concierge. On today's episode, what do we got cooking up today?
This is actually I've made this before. So fucking good. It's Deathclaw Wellingham.
Ooh.
It's also just a pork pot pie.
Yeah.
But it's really good. Oh, it's so good.
It's so good. Also, I love, speaking of Deathclaws, you can get the recipe for the Deathclaw omelet. You know how you get that? You know how you get the fucking recipe for the Deathclaw omelet?
How?
You go to Sloan, right? You talk to the one lady, right? She's like, hey, I got, if you get a Deathclaw.
I've always wanted to make this one.
Excuse me.
It's like a beef stroganoff kind of steak thing. This is my go-to Easter meal.
They can't see that. They don't know what this is.
Sorry. It is the slow-roasted leg of yaguai. It's a leg of lamb, and it's what I always make on Easter. It is so fucking good.
Nice.
Yeah.
But you go to Sloan. You're probably like level 3. It's a bear trap, by the way. But they have sledgehammers, Isaiah.
Yeah.
Dear God, Hunter, they have sledgehammers.
This is pretty good.
They don't. Claire, you can't say this is pretty good. This is not a video podcast.
You can narrate it. This is pretty good.
I can't read that upside down.
You can't read upside down?
Dandy Boy apples. I can read backwards. I can't read upside down.
So they're Dandy Boy apples. They're like classic carnival apples.
You could read them much better than I can, because I've never read this book before, you see.
I've never made the fruit cream pie, but it's like a banana cream pie. It does sound good. I've just never made it.
How's that Fallout related?
Let's see. If you're lucky enough... Oh, because it's like the vault thing. Okay. You even see it in the show, but it's like a big vault food.
Oh, yeah. Ew, vault dwellers.
Yeah.
I'm born in the wasteland, thank you very much.
Indeed.
I'm not one of those preppy vault dwellers who simply survives, okay?
Birthday cake. Old Lady Palmer? Who the fuck was Old Lady Palmer again?
I think she was a Fallout 3 character,
Maybe. But she has cinnamon rolls.
Maybe she's one of the billion NPCs in Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah.
It's crazy that, again, 18 months.
Yes.
Larger game than Fallout 3, technically. It depends on how you look at it.
Fancy Lady snack cakes, which are nice.
That's just cake.
Yeah.
That shit's just cake.
Slocum's Buzz Bites, which is in Fallout 4. It's a restaurant there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a small coffee shop. This one is just a radiated chocolate cake. It's a chocolate cake, and then like it has an option to make it spicy by adding like cayenne pepper. It's really good, even like with the heat.
That's the radiation?
Yes, yeah.
That's not how radiation tastes yellow. Thank you very much.
I've always wanted to make the mushroom clouds, which are just like
oh, those look so
like
good.
They're like basically like make your own marshmallow kind of things.
Nice.
Yeah, no, It's so hard though. Like it's one of the hardest recipes.
Do they give challenge ratings?
Yes, no, they do have challenge ratings, like based on like if you're a new cook and stuff.
That's so fun.
You can make buff out.
Shit. me taking buff out right before I got to do the pacer test just to make sure. Actually, you want a good endurance because VATS and sprinting and all that.
The radioactive gumdrops, so good. Ooh, they're really good.
Gumdrops.
A pain to make. A fucking pain to make.
It looks like it.
But this here is my favorite recipe. It is the Nuka-Cola Quantum Pie.
Oh shit!
And it's just like a chocolate pudding Oreo pie, and it's so good. It's my favorite thing in here.
Yeah, Oreo is like a cheat code if you're baking anything. Like you're all getting a little inside scoop. Yeah, my mom's cookies. The one she makes, she has a little like Oreo pudding cream filling that she just adds to them, and that's the secret ingredient. Nice. That's it. Now, you all get to know that one for free. All right.
Yeah.
If you want to just throw that shit in there, it's so good.
I make the Nuka-Cola a lot. I also. My dad has a poster of her.
Of course he does.
So I have a Nuka-Cola. I made Nuka-Cola and Nuka Quantum a lot. Both are really good. And so is where the fuck? Deezer's Lemonade. Deezer's Lemonade it's also really good. It's like a blackberry blueberry lemonade. Really good.
I just got a flashback to last Pride Parade when someone was selling a bunch of the flavored lemonades, and they're like, the one I wanted was missing. They're like, hey, just come back, a little bit, and we never went back for that because Pride ended, and we were like, let's head back. And then your car exploded.
My car did, in fact, explode because I put diesel in it because I was tired.
Also, this gets me onto another thing. So, does your debit card work with like whenever you're going to fill up your car with gas or whatever, right? Your card works whenever you click the thing, right?
Yeah.
Because mine has never once worked with any of it. I don't know why. I've had plenty of money.
Do you insert?
I insert. I tap. No matter what I do, right? It just says nope, can't do it. And no matter what, I always have to go inside and be like, hey, $20 on pump one, whatever, right? And I don't know why. I've never once had this problem with any other financial thing. I don't know, and it haunts me every time because I gotta get some cash or I gotta do something else. Because no matter what, my card just refuses. I have a Chime card. Yeah, I can try with that.
Yeah. I know my Chime card always works. Another fun thing with the books is that they always will say like what it pairs well with, which I just think is a fun thing. Yeah. Let's go through all of the meals because why not? I want to read them to you, and I want you to rank how good they would be. Okay. So first off are the Yum Yum Deviled Eggs.
The Yum Yum Deviled Eggs?
Yes.
So we're saying just like IRL to make. Right?
IRL or in-game. It's up to you.
Well, I mean, in-game, isn't this like a pre-war type of preserved food?
Yeah, it's like one of the,
So, that 200-year-old deviled egg. Yum yum.
Century egg.
We're talking 7 out of 10 there.
Meyer Lurk Belly, which are like fish sticks.
8 out of 10. Fish sticks. Yeah. They're fish sticks. You all know how a fish stick tastes. If you don't know, go to the nearest fish and apologize to them. What you're going to do to them.
Mole Rat Wonder Dip meat. Mole Rat Wonder Meat dip.
Hey, I'm giving this the same score I always have as my charisma in Fallout New Vegas. 1. I'm not eating fucking rat dip.
It pairs well with crusty bread. But it's just like a.
I can't wait to eat moldy bread and rat dip. I truly am living in the apocalypse.
It's like a sausage artichoke dip. Hermit crab stuffed cave mushrooms, which are just like shrimp stuffed mushrooms.
That just sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I personally don't like shrimp, but if you do like shrimp,
If you're an aquatic freak like I am.
Rolled Deathclaw egg omelets.
I'm not going back to Sloan. I'm not going fucking back to Sloan to get this shit. Otherwise, it tastes probably super.
Yeah, no. The picture looks really good.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
I'm not going to Sloan to fucking make these things. Are you kidding me? The price of eggs these days.
Okay, that's actually... So one thing I really like is, there's notes, like handwritten notes and stuff, in which it's, pigs are hard to find, so it's best to replace them with Deathclaws.
The Deathclaw lore is crazy, dog, because they were like government experiments. And all of the terrifying things in Fallout, and especially New Vegas, were government experiments. Yeah. Like the Cazadors, the fucking, those like dog things, Night Stalkers, the Deathclaws, like the Enclave, all of them were experiments, dog. It's like, kill them all.
Yes.
If you see, the one old lady that's at Novak?
Yeah.
Kill her.
Yes.
Or at a ex-Enclave member. Died.
Iguana on a stick. They're duck kebabs.
7 out of 10. Yeah, it's pretty damn good. 8 out of 10. I put fish sticks at 8 out of 10, so I got it. Yeah. That's my standard for real good.
Then there's mystery meat wrapped nukalurk, which is bacon wrapped scallops.
Mystery Fallout meat. What am I getting? Am I getting a Vault Dweller? Am I getting a Super Mutant? Or are we getting a Google? Mirelurk? Who knows?
Brahmin fries, which are a Scotch egg, which is basically you take a meatball and you put a hard-boiled egg in it.
Bro, that sounds real good. Yeah, I'll give that
not
shit.
hard-boiled, soft-boiled, but yeah.
I was gonna say it's a little crunchy, but I know what you mean.
Mirelurk cakes, which are crab cakes.
They're fine. I am indifferent to crab cakes.
Yeah. And then, desert salad.
No, stop. Slow down. You can't just name something the desert salad.
Oh no, it's like a Frito pie.
Cool. But like, you can't just. Imagine like if it was like a superhero cookbook and they were just like the superpower salad. Like you can't.
Well, look, like the desert salad, it's like a real thing in like the Southwest.
Yeah, I know, but like this is a Fallout cookbook.
Yeah. Give it a funny name.
Call it the radiation salad.
I don't know. Call it the Freeside salad.
Call it the West Side salad. Because 1 out of 10. Fuck this. I have such a burning hatred for West Side and Fallout New Vegas. They're all poor. They have no good quests.
Broke bitches.
Broke bitches with no interesting quests. I'd kill every single one of them if it give me bad karma. All right.
Then the Bobrov Brothers cabbage soup. Which is actually a place in Diamond City, I think. Don't quote me on that.
Claire said. 12:41 at midnight.
Gulper slurry.
Yeah.
It's clam chowder, but it's like bacon bits.
I'm indifferent to clam chowder, not gonna lie. But
it's not clam chowder. It's gulper slurry.
Gulper slurry. That sounds infinitely more gross than clam chowder for some reason. If someone was like, hey, it's clam chowder with bacon bits, I'd be like, alright, this is pretty good.
That sounds good.
If someone was
Gulper slurry.
Gulper and slurry are two words that should never be near each other. Ever, actually.
Radgul power noodles, which is a duck udon.
What? Radgul?
Yeah.
You can't just put words together. You can't put rad in front of Paul, you can't just put rad in front of something and expect me to believe it's a thing.
Yeah.
Radgul?
I've never had this, but I like duck and I like udon. It's easily top 5 pastas for me.
It sounds like it could be good.
Yeah.
Assuming they stop making up fake bullshit to name it. You can't trick me. There's no such thing as a rad goal.
Then there's yander root soup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that that's just like a thing in like Honest Hearts you get.
Yeah.
This is, you can make that shit.
Yeah.
That's a pretty standard soup.
So this is actually probably the wackiest thing. It's chicken noodle soup.
Ball dweller favorite.
Yeah. I mean, that's literally what it says.
Yeah.
Then there's tato soup, which is like a really fancy, really fancy tomato soup.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy shit, this does look like really fancy.
Actually, potatoes, because those are like...
Those are like the potato-tomato mixes. So it's like a baked potato tomato soup.
Yeah, which is really weird how they're just like, we don't want to put both potatoes and tomatoes in the game, we'll just put them together. I can't be stopped.
Brahmin and vegetable soup, which...
It's beef.
Yeah.
That's just cows.
Yeah, that's a pretty normal thing.
That's like a... They got extra heads. Whoop whoop.
Radstag stew, which is goat curry.
I've never had that. But sounds like it could be interesting.
Carol's mystery meat stew, aka Voltec meaty chili. It's just like a chili dish.
All hail the Enclave. Vault Dwellers.
That's one of my favorite bits. Okay, so in the D&D, the first D&D cookbook, because there's like 3 of them.
Yeah.
There's a Dragonborn recipe called Halfling Chili.
Isn't there also Dragonborn fingers?
No, there's just fingers as a lizard folk delicacy.
Good to know.
And then there's also orcish bacon, but that's not like bacon made of orc meat. That's basically it's actually really good. It's like basically a candied bacon that marinated in orange juice, like a cinnamon orange juice. It's really good.
What does it have to do with orcs?
Oh, it's just their favorite dessert. Like that's the in-lore thing is it's their favorite dessert.
And not halflings? What is this heresy?
Halflings are like a meal. This is like a dessert, so that's like snack food and stuff.
I don't know. What about them legs? They don't eat them.
Blamco mac and... Yeah, we're now on the sides. Blamco mac and cheese. I made this before. It's so fucking good. It's just like a really fancy baked mac and cheese. Easily, like, one of my favorite things in the book. It's so good.
Oh, yeah, it's just Blamco mac and cheese, yeah.
Insta-mash. It's just like a blue cheese it's a blue cheese mashed potato.
Yeah. This is the normal products. We're not just like disguising things as other things.
Blue cornbread muffins.
What? They just took the word blue in front of cornbread muffins and acted as though it was a Fallout thing?
Yep.
I love this book.
I love it too.
It's so good. I gotta get a copy myself.
Baked pork and beans. It looks more like a stew, though, to be honest.
Vault dwellers. I love eating vault dwellers. The master.
Brahmin baked potatoes, which are like a fancy like oven baked roast beef wrapped baked potato.
Oh yeah.
Sugar bombed carrots, which are like a mashed potato carrot with like ground frosted flakes in it and stuff.
Yeah, this is all just like some pretty like standard. Like, here's some cereal. Here's some mac and cheese.
Piper's soda bread, which is a recipe you can get from Piper if you get a high enough like friendship with her.
Can I get a high friendship with her by just not wearing clothes like that one lady?
No, but if you pick a lot of locks.
But yeah, I've noticed that. Why do you care if I pick locks, lady?
I don't know.
Hey,
chat, pop off on why Piper likes when we open locks.
Chat, explain that shit.
Then broccoli mushroom casserole.
We should do an episode where we like
try some of them.
Yeah, we should make some shit like.
And now we're on the main entrees, which is the baked bloat fly. Is the first one.
I wouldn't eat that.
It's a vegetarian meatloaf. So yeah, no, I wouldn't eat it.
I'm gonna be honest. Blowflies. I ain't eating that shit. You can't fool me.
Joe Spucky's meatball Spucky.
Of course, because those are words that were.
It's just a meatball sub, which I'm a fucking bitch. I'm a bitch for meatball subs.
That shit looks pretty good.
If you put a meatball sub under a box, propped up by a stick.
Claire's
I'm cooked. I'm fucking cooked.
Guys, we know how to catch Claire. It's so over.
Funny about this, like the main recipe is making the meatballs. Dusty's Brahmin Burgers, which is easily it's one of my favorite quests.
Yeah, because you get a nightkin and you have screaming cows on a hollow disc. I'm grabbing more water.
Also, this entry, like the entry in the book, does have an NCR reference, which is like one of the few.
Really?
Yes. Basically saying that Dusty's farm, after the events, are being protected by the NCR.
Ooh, that's...
What lore implications does that have?
It depends, because if it's... did they just live in Novak, or were they larger cattle rustlers?
Dusty seemed to be just Novak.
So that's very... Because, obviously that kind of eliminates most of the other endings, aside from maybe, like, House. Or maybe House can sustain it.
Yeah.
But, like, that's... Because NCR would be a very interesting turn, given that the Fallout like TV show, the way they're setting up a lot of stuff. They're like, no, we want to be apocalypse, even though the post-apocalypse is so much more interesting to explore.
Yeah.
Just watching society regrow, because like you can't throw a stone in a video store because they don't exist anymore. But with also out here hitting like anything that covers apocalypse media.
Yeah.
But like Fallout, the reason I like Fallout 2 and New Vegas a lot. It's because they explore like society rebuilding itself and it's stumbling over its own feet. That's like that's what made New Vegas the GOAT, right? And like it seems like they're just kind of backtracking, like, but it's the apocalypse. But also the Brotherhood of Steel is like the government now, basically. They're the big imposing guys, and it's like I don't know, God, let them burn, let it go. That's the hard part. The hard part is not finding them; it's letting go. Let go of the Brotherhood.
So this would have to be a NCR or Mr. House run.
Probably it depends because like Did you do the Beyond the Beef quest? For the white gloves?
Yeah. That would also be a big thing.
Because there's obviously a bunch of like farms out further west into like the NCR. And if he owned some of those, that would make sense, right? Because it seemed like to be a large cattle rustler. But if it was just that farm, then it would be like, it would have to be NCR ending, which like you could color me shocked, you know?
Yeah. Mirelurk Queen steak. This one actually does look really good. It's a crab stuffed salmon.
Mirelurk Queens. Oh, I'm gonna go get one for dinner.
Poached angler. Poached cod. It just seems like a cod dish. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a cod dish.
Yeah.
That's just fish, dog. They barely made it Fallout-y.
As we talked about earlier, spiced Mirelurk meat, which are just crab legs. Braised Deathclaw steak, which is like a rice and pork dish.
I'm tired, boss. I can't keep killing Deathclaws and Mirelurks.
I can't keep doing this. Rad Scorpion and Croûte, which I don't even know what the fuck these are, I'm gonna be honest.
Those
they
are
look like chicken cinnamon rolls.
That's a very interesting sentence you just said.
Am I wrong?
They don't look wrong. You don't look wrong. You don't sound wrong, but like I don't like that image.
Yeah, I don't like what that implies.
I don't like what's going on up here. Like why? Like all the other images have stuff in it, but like
the Deathclaw Wellingham, which we talked about, is like the pork pot pie.
Yeah.
Mole rat manicotti.
I ain't eating that.
Manicotti is a like stuffed pasta. It's really sausage, but yeah.
I ain't eating mole rat. I'm gonna be honest.
Like I think I've noticed in this is mole rat and sausage are interchangeable, and any pork dish and Deathclaw are interchangeable.
Yeah. Which why does it make sense that Deathclaw tastes like pork?
Yeah.
That checks out.
Mutant Mantis Marsala, which I fuck with a chicken marsala so much.
Yeah,
I do love a chicken marsala. So yeah.
No boss.
The Captain's Feast. This is just a prime rib.
This is a prime rib.
This is just a prime rib. Specifically, it's like the prime rib. Specifically from the it's a big prime rib from the what's it fucking called? The Harbor DLC.
Far Harbor.
Far Harbor DLC.
We got there.
Yes, it's like the main recipe in the Far Harbor DLC.
Nice. What is the Far Harbor DLC, by the way? I hear about it.
Basically, it is very Lovecraftian. Ooh. But basically, there's this island that there's 3 factions living there. The Children of Adam, basically, and a highly radioactive fog. So there's normal people, a group of synths, and the Children of Adam.
I've heard of those guys before.
The Children of Adam I love because basically they live at ground zero and worship radiation. Yes. In which basically they believe that the fog should ever fully consume. The synths want to like help, but the town people are scared.
Because
So basically you can either help the townspeople and kill everyone, help the Children of Adam kill everyone, or you can work with the synths to try making peace. Yeah.
It's like working with the Children of Adam. Did you know about the Elijah ending for Dead Money?
Yes.
Where you side, if you're vilified by the NCR and you've talked to Veronica about him, about Elijah, then you meet him and the final bunker, you can go, hey, we both have hate for the NCR. He goes, maybe I was a little brash to put that collar on you. We both seem to hate the NCR. How about I come down there, we discuss a few things, and then it's like the worst possible ending is basically the whole world is consumed by the mist of the Sierra Madre and everything is just kind of killed. Yeah. But is it like that kind of ending? Or
kind of, yeah.
Where just this radiation just keeps spreading around?
Yeah. Saddle up Salisbury steak. Is it basic Salisbury steak?
It's Salisbury, yeah. Shit.
Then the slow roasted yao guai. And then we already went over the desserts.
Well, that was our professional review of the Fallout Cookbook.
I mean, we didn't go over drinks, but there's 5 drinks that aren't alcoholic, and neither of us drink.
Yeah.
But that's where all the chems are. That's where the stim packs are and stuff like that.
That's a very fun thing.
Yeah.
Well, now that we've set this up, you know what we gotta do next time.
Yep. We're gonna time travel to the future and live in the apocalypse.
Yeah, of course.
Whoa! Make it time travel. Make it time like a Doctor Who.
Fuck you. Go to hell.
Whoa! And that's where we end the episode.
Or what about how we end it right after you say that?